We are live. Sorry about that, y'all. We was just syncing up backstage, but thanks for joining us with the normal crew tonight. We got Lex, Fernando, and Paul to talk about Ready to Love Philly, the reunion episode. We got it all the way down to the end. I want to thank y'all for joining us. I am Tyrone from Ready to Love DC, and we have the lovely, go ahead, Lex.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Lex Royal here. Like okay, wait. I want my background to look like y'all. So anyway, it's your girl Lex Royal here from the Ready to Love Facebook group. Thanks for tuning in.
And you know, this man right here needs no introduction. I'm always here because this is where I am. Been here since last year. Let's do it.
Um, Fernando, Ready to Love Potomac. Check me out on No Longer Me, TV, Patreon. That new actor starring in my own show. Holla at your boy. Ready to Love reunion. Let's get it.
Yes. Hey, if y'all haven't seen it, go and check out Fernando's. You're gonna see me put the banners in during the show, but definitely go check it out. I watched it, Fernando. That joint looked good. You look
Thank you, my
good,
brother.
man.
Thank
You
you, my
look
brother.
good.
Appreciate it.
Because it just,
And you,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna check you out too, bro. I've been working on doing a renovation, so I just been busy as hell.
It's all good. It's all good. Listen, when you watch it, your boy came correct. All right. This ain't no
Okay,
way. This is just good
Yeah.
quality work right here. Good quality.
I'm gonna
And the
watch it
story
tonight.
crazy. Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna watch.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it tonight, bro.
That's a bet. That's a bet.
Yep.
I showed somebody and they was like, "Who that? C's?" Say no.
I'm so sick of getting C's, nigga. Hey, nigga. We're all black and bald, but I'm not C's, okay? Not at all. Listen, C's want to be me, all right? Fuck out of here.
Yo, what was y'all's overall thoughts on the reunion? Even in the audience too. What was your overall thoughts
Oh,
on the
stuff.
reunion?
Overhype, under delivered. Overhype, under delivered.
I mean, I don't know. I think this was probably my favorite
Yeah.
episode of the
Thank
season
you.
because
We see you, Lex. We see you up there.
Yeah, you look cute. I told her.
She was a clothes on today. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Look,
think
it's only the top part.
I feel you. I feel you.
hey,
Oh,
nah, but
shit.
I was gonna say this particular episode was good, was the best for me, only because it exposed a lot of stuff. It showed the unity and the division amongst the men, and I thought, I mean, I could be wrong. I could be looking at this the totally, opposite way, but typically in these reunions, it's the women that are, broken off into little sections and little groups. But it just seems like, and I mean, I don't know, I'm not there, but it just seems like the dudes are like sectioned off and they got certain, people that's rocking with certain people or whatever.
I didn't get
So,
that. One, not to cut you off, but the main reason why I didn't get that is because they put everybody in the same room backstage, and we
Yeah.
have multiple rooms for obvious reasons.
But if you listen to some of the snide comments that's being made by the men when other men are, on the stage or whatever, or talking, like for example, I'll give you like when Cam was like, yo, you had to get your girl to, so you have that, but then you have other people and when it's like, yo, what the da, 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 da. It just and maybe that's just the way that they're producing the show,
Uh-huh.
to make them look petty or whatever. But it just seemed like to me, like, amongst men, that wasn't it. So it seemed like the cast was all against each other. The
I kind of
dudes.
see that.
I didn't get
Yeah,
that.
I
The
think,
dudes.
yeah. Some of the dudes, you could tell there's tension there. And I think some of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guys are
yeah.
just like loners. Like, they don't like nobody. Guys or
Yeah.
girls, they just by themselves for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
saw one. And we're gonna touch on that Cam comment because you could tell
Mhm.
the audio was off because I was thinking how he even know that that's his girl.
Mhm.
So there's some mismatch with the timing. I think I only heard the one comment, but I felt like the dudes was trying to jump in, especially to help. You know, like, hey, where all this come from? Where this come from? Why we saying this? Why we doing that?
Mm.
So
It looked a little different to me, and I mean, I would
Yeah.
like to know. I would love to know, you know, the truth behind the scenes, like
mhm,
who's beefing, because there's beef there, and you can tell by the way. Even I try to stay away from looking at their
correct.
pages and seeing what the hell they doing.
Yeah.
But when you see that, you're like, okay, so you see these people's rocking with each other, but these people ain't rocking with each other at all.
Mhm.
Like I
Well,
said, you typically like you see that happening with the ladies, how they click up.
yeah, I think Tommy even called out the tension at one point, right?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
Philly is a cliquish type place.
Uh-huh.
That's Philly overall. So I guess they just staying true to themselves. What you think about the setup, the seating arrangements outside? That look kind of crazy, no?
What do you mean outside?
Like the main, because like they were all in the back on the couch by themselves, but then wasn't the setup strange outside where Tommy is? That's what I'm calling outside. Sorry,
Mm-mm.
Nah,
But when you're on
they do
stage,
that.
that's the
They do
normal
that
seating.
They want a little tension in the room.
right.
So they
And
purposely try to put people on the couch that's
yes,
gonna
because
cause tension.
right, and just the insight for the folks that hasn't been through this stuff. What they're
Mhm.
doing, what they do when you show up there is they try to glean information to see who you hate. And they ask you, like, well, is there certain things that you want to bring up? And then they base the seating arrangements off of that, knowing
Yeah,
goddamn well there's going to be some issues.
yeah. Like they put Cam in the middle of all three of his connections. Like,
Whew.
come on, man.
Yo,
Come on.
yo,
Come
listen.
on.
Yeah, we gonna get into all of that stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So they started out talking about Angie busting car windows and reflecting on Cam bagging her and Hussein sound bath and Eddie at the pool.
Right.
I noticed Cam did say, like, I can't choose you today, at that unseen elimination with him and Angie. And Cam's wording always be on point, man. It always be on point. He said, I can't choose you today.
So
Mhm. Go ahead.
so what I would like to know before we even get past that is, was that a catch-up scene?
I think that was Angie's elimination that they never showed us. Remember?
Well, why would they not show that on film? That's what I'm saying. It seems like a catch-up scene.
So not to call it out, but it could have been because Cam
Look
still
at the
had the
hair.
same brown shoes on.
Yeah.
I didn't mean,
mean-
not that I'm saying anything, but he had those brown shoes on. But I'm colorblind, so they might have been a different set of shoes. But
Sure.
it was the brown shoes.
But either way,
So-
though, they should have showed that shit before, though, regardless. It
Yeah,
should have
that's what
showed
I'm
at some
saying. It
point.
seems
Mhm.
Yeah, it seemed like when they came to do the reunion or something,
Uh-huh.
they said something like, "Hey guys, we need to, set up the stage and do this scene and blah 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 or
Uh-huh.
whatever." And then they inserted it as an afterthought because remember, by the time you get to the reunion, the show is already edited.
Right there.
Yeah,
But she got her flowers right now. So this might have been the elimination.
this don't make sense.
I know. But they
None
didn't
of this
show,
shit makes like
they
this does.
didn't show Angie in the finale. This might have been her finale moment.
Yeah, they're just
What?
bad timing.
It
It
just
made
don't.
it made me think there was too much something going on to where she didn't want to be seen or heard or anything like that.
Yeah,
No,
that's
call
what
it what it is. They forgot. They forgot, and they threw it on it. They threw it on a reunion, which was ghetto as hell. Like, come on, they literally forgot to wrap her story, and I don't know why, because they did it last year with Chaz, so they definitely should have did it this year.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay.
They did her dirty. They didn't.
Yep.
They didn't forget to drop that threesome video though.
That's probably why they
True.
moved that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get the threesome shit in here. Fuck all that other shit.
No, they put the threesome thing, and like they doing this little goofy thing now where they dropping exclusive clips behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So because of that, that's how they dropped the threesome thing. But they remembered to put that out, but they ain't remember to wrap her up in the story. So stupid.
So what else did they talk about? She was still talking about what the F did they do. Cam didn't have much to say about all that, but Hussein feels like so I thought that was like an awkward moment where they asked Cam how he felt about it, and he didn't really say nothing. So there was like a dull moment, but Hussein had jumped in, said he feels like she's a better woman for it, and Eddie thinks that she moved past it. What else? They argue about what Cam wanted to hear, not what Angie was saying. And a question for the group: did it really seem like the men wanted a yes person, like Angie said? I want to know what y'all think about that.
And while they're thinking about that, I'd like to tell the group to pardon my ignorance, because I'm seeing people shout us out to go to Africa. I just want to say what's up, good evening to everybody that said something. So I do apologize for not acknowledging that. So here's that moment.
For sure. I definitely be trying to put it up on the screen.
Yeah. Now, in regards to yes, man, I think it kind of ties into what Paul was saying, because in this scene particularly, you got Cam over here, you got them two over there, and they like, "Yep, Angie's right. Yep, I saw that." You know what I mean? Who's saying Eddie? You just like, come on, bro. Like, y'all like everything she's saying, and it Cam said like oddball, and she even pointed out, she was like, "It's only Cam," and it's like, damn, see, creating that division.
Right. Yeah, that's the separation right there. So either they were trying to handcraft it, or it was already there. They were just trying to be louder about showing it.
Yeah,
I think it's there already though.
Immediately after Eddie saying that, he was liking what Angie was saying, he also said women are the breadwinners these days.
Come on now. Maybe in his household.
I was sitting here honestly trying to think about which one of my fellas' wife is the breadwinner. I couldn't think of one.
Yeah.
Not saying that ain't happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
it exists, I mean, I know women be getting that cake, you know what I mean? But just the way it sounded though was just like
like he was he was confident in it, like it was
because to me then that just, I mean, and I'm not no shade on them, but if I made a statement like that, I would be saying that my earnings potential is kind of small. By even acknowledging that, because to be honest, what do you consider a breadwinner? Like, I mean, are you 50,000 there? You 100,000 there? Like quarter trillion there? What are you? So, first we would have to define that, and then secondly, you can't broad brush and say that these women, like nowadays all the women are breadwinners. Like, I was kind of getting that feel, but that's the story that they trying to tell on the show. Like, he thinks that all women, get all of the money, and you know what I mean. They're wild for the seeds that they plant on the low.
And like you said,
think about that, right? It looked like you want to say something.
I look at it. I think it was like coochie credit. You say something like that so the women can be like, "Oh my goodness, did you hear what he said?" You know what I'm saying?
He was being a pick me. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, think about this, right? I'm just keeping it 100. Right? He didn't say like women are breadwinners. He said they are the breadwinners.
Right.
So they get in the cake. Then on top of that, who he's talking about, like Paul said, what tier? What do you calling a breadwinner?
Right.
She a bartender. where's she bartending at to be the breadwinner? Like, if she the one making the cake as a bartender, what are you doing?
I thought he said that for Deanna.
I don't
At
think
the beginning,
Y'all,
they was on stage with Angie.
Angie,
It's still the first couch scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe it was a
Yeah.
voiceover, but I thought it was more so
Mhm.
something he was saying for Deanna. But I don't know. I was
Yeah. So after that, Angie did say her and Cam kept it platonic, but admits that Khalil shot his shot.
Hmm.
And you know, I've been telling y'all for weeks, right? For weeks, I've been saying Angie from the old school. She leaving here with something. Remember me saying that? And now,
Yeah, I do.
now it's Khalil. That's almost every single dude on the show.
I must have missed that part. I gotta rewatch it.
I picked on the
He
recap
said
when they
Khalil
reviewed
shot
it.
his shot, scored. It's a 3-pointer. You don't remember that?
Mm-hmm.
They're going on a date.
Scored.
The rest of the crew was surprised.
They showed
I
this at the
mean, that's true.
reunion.
Yeah.
But it's
And then you
Oh
can
yeah,
hear,
I had missed the first part. I'm sorry.
okay. And you can hear Cam say he could have that. He could have it.
like it's platonic and all that. But then over here, my man scoring. It's like
Right.
scoring. And this whole
But see-
episode has been about sex, yo. I swear, it's like everybody.
So
Yeah.
when Cam says he can have that again is saying the vision, because like for your homie, you're gonna be happy for your homie, right? You're not gonna shade your homie. You ain't gonna shade somebody that you cool with. You know what I mean?
Well,
it just seems-
we did mention the competitiveness that we saw out of the guys. You know,
Mhm.
maybe a little bit of fight too.
Yeah.
And then
I
even
don't
Khalil,
know.
when he told him, Khalil was in the back when she said it. And he was like, "What she say? Who? Oh yeah, she went on a date." Like he was proud. You know what I mean? So he just like
Yeah.
he was beaming back there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. But they
What she
called him
say?
up.
What she say?
Yeah. He said, bring your ass up here. You shot your shot with Angie? Okay, Angie. Good luck
All
to you.
stuff.
Good luck to y'all. I want to know how it's going right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to know how it's going. I also want to know how drunk was they?
or high.
Almost everybody looked sauced.
Yeah, like a little toasty.
And they didn't, they was sitting out at our reunion. They was talking about we can't drink and all that other stuff. Even though I had the bottle in my bag,
Listen. Yeah. I ain't
but
I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody brought a lot of
look at this. Hold on, scroll back.
things to
Scroll back just a little bit.
I ain't mean to cover you up, Fernando.
There you go.
You good?
Hold on. I want to get to the Rose part.
Oh damn.
Oh damn.
No, you just
I went back too far. So
yeah.
Which part? Rose?
Right when she showed up on the scene. Yeah, right there. Now, what's this body language? Because she looked like she might have had a couple of drinks too. And look at Hussein. He's looking at her like, yeah, I think you had too much to drink talking to me like this.
I think Rose is big right now.
Huh?
Yeah. Y'all can't hear that audio, right?
A little bit. I mean, it's just bleeding through your headset. Yeah, there you go.
So they can hear Tommy. So Tommy's doing his outro to go to the commercial break, right? And you can hear Tommy talking about Hussein's journey with Rose, and Rose hears her name for the first time. So that's how you know. You know how you get that feeling when they be like, all right, they about to start talking about me. All right, let me get this is my segment. Let me get my mind right. I think that's what it was.
Is that what it was? Let's see. Hit the play button. Let's see if let me coach this all the way out.
It wasn't that much there, man. But trust me, there's other shots that look really bad, especially with her and Tay backstage. Look really bad. Hey, you see that Hussein walk off though? Watch the Hussein walk off. He's got nothing to say to Cam.
Yeah, like he just got off of a horse and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna park that bitch and I'm going to go in there. I'm gonna go inside."
What is she talking about?
First of all,
she was still knowing what she knew. She still was talking about being angry. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, she came out with the
So let me. So we got anything to say about the very first segment with Angie, Hussein, and Eddie? Nope.
I didn't get to watch it, so I'm gonna have to run that back next week.
So did you see the one did you see the second one with Rose?
Yeah, I seen that part.
Okay.
I was probably like 15 minutes late.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I wouldn't be fair. I don't say something like because Shorty made a comment about the Brawny outfit. I just want to know what was going on. Just curious. That's all I'm gonna say.
Barney?
So I got some notes. So Rose is angry because she and Hussein didn't walk off as a couple. Instead, they show her get herself together. They show Tay and Rose having a woman moment. They show Hussein's journey. They show Rose crying as they reviewing it all. And then they finally show the family date where they talk about everything that happened with Rose's child's father. So she said she all over the place. Tommy talks about this intention. And then so I'm gonna cut it short after this. It said Hussein just wants the real truth and says he didn't have enough time to get past it for to keep it going. So I'm gonna just get to that part. Because it becomes a big thing about the dad, and I just want to know what y'all think so far.
Is it on us or them? The group?
On you.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of contradiction in Rose's emotion and all this other stuff, and which comes out later because she's talking like she was upset that Hussein didn't pick her and all that other stuff. But at the end of the show, which we'll get to, she's talking about the condoms and how we use condoms and all that other stuff. So how did we hop from there to there? I mean, I don't know. And I mean, keep in mind the reunion is filmed probably like a month or two afterwards. So there's a lot there. So I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to get to where like something about the show is fraudulent. Either it's the people or production that's producing it, but there's some emotion or whatever that's fraud. I don't know where it's coming from.
No. Yeah, it's Rose made the show interesting. She made the episode. She is the final conversation. She did her job making it interesting. But
yeah,
you have and it's just the fact that Cam eliminated her, right? Sent her home. Went on a family date with Angie. Sahara leaves, end the episode with Sahara. She don't want him. All that. and you end up with Cam, at the end of the day, it's just like, damn, shorty. Like, he didn't even want you. Like, you was a third pick, not the first. That's all. But hey, it is what it is. You on mute.
Yeah. Let me get caught up. So after that, where am I? So they got the woman that we just saw. She's trying to get herself together. They show the family date. They also show that it was Cam's first time hearing what was a deal breaker for Hussein, right? And she says she's all over the place. But also said that they should have communicated. So this is what I do agree with, right? Said they should have communicated more on the topic, and that it wasn't talked about, and could have both take responsibility on the information that was talked about at the time. And I kept bringing that up, and I was like, it just felt abrupt. You know what I mean? To me, it just felt abrupt, meaning like I think as an adult, you could have a follow-up conversation. And because the follow-up conversation didn't happen, that's what made me feel like there was more there, there was more there that we didn't see. Because even if it was like your cousin or sister or friend, I think you would have talked about it more, especially to put in that much time and to end it like that. Not saying that it ain't justifiable. He could feel what he want to feel. I just felt, in my heart of hearts, there could have been or should have been more communication. All right.
I mean,
Go
when
ahead.
you say communication between whom?
I mean, like, to say like if you like somebody, right, and you really trying to get with her, and you're gonna be like, you didn't tell me your child's father was locked up. I'm out. Right? And you wouldn't ask for additional details or anything like that.
Here's the thing though. If you're trying to get to know somebody, right? And you say, I have a son or a daughter, whatever, right? Typically it's like, oh, okay, the conversation would be more along the lines of, what's the relationship like between you and his dad? I mean, I would say that.
Yeah.
Or I would say, is his father still in his life or her life or whatever, and then how's that relationship look? Now, if it's just like, yeah, his dad, I don't even want to go there. It's like, okay. But you should be, if you're serious about it, you should be able to have some sort of dialogue like, look, this was a bad situation, yada, 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 just so that you're not caught off guard. His dad is locked up or her dad is locked up or whatever. And now you have, because there's a whole different variable, a whole different dynamic that you're inviting me into, right? You want me to like you and care about you or feel for you or whatever and be, and give you a part of who I am. But at the same time, you want me, you're not giving me the opportunity to say, I don't want to be involved with this shit. I should be able to have the choice. So if Hussein had a chick at his crib laying down in the bed, but because she's obedient and she ain't on, whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is my roommate. It ain't about nothing for real. You waited all this time to say something to me about this? Well, you never asked. You should have asked me if I had anybody. Like, come on. Then you throw the blame on him. The thing is you have to. What happened was, I get her point saying, you didn't give me the opportunity to whatever. But what you can't do is you can't tell somebody and try to escape accountability and put it back on him. Well, you should have said this or you should have did that. That is not his place. Own it and say, you know what? I should have mentioned this. This was on me. Now, what can we do to move forward? But instead, you like all of these roundabout ways and you don't accept shit.
I hear you, but I still think that was a bad analogy because you're comparing a non-existent person with an existent.
No. Okay. So then, so tell me this. Tell me this. Did she try to escape accountability by shifting blame?
No.
By saying it was his fault.
No,
it was his fault. She said it was his.
Can we both take responsibility?
No, but then she said, you should have.
If you wanted to know more, you could have asked more.
But see, that's shifting the blame because the transparency has to be there. You can't just, that's it. I mean, you can't tell me that I'm doing something wrong because you're not being transparent.
What do you mean?
How is this my fault? How is this now all? How is this now all of a sudden his fault for not digging deeper into some shit that she should have been upfront with from the door?
But Kiara did. Kiara was upfront.
But I think it's different because Kiara's guy is still trying to get with her.
How you know Rose guy not?
Exactly.
Because she said it?
Didn't she say that he's been non-existent for the longest time?
Yeah, but let me explain something to you.
He's in jail.
Let me explain something to you, right? It's a couple of things, right? So if it was me, I'd be like, the judge broke us up. You know what I mean? But that don't mean that the man think that y'all really broke up. But the judge broke y'all up because he's been gone for a long time. So he's non-existent because why you gonna sit down and wait for 8 years for a man to come out? You know he coming out. That doesn't mean that he don't want that old thing back when he comes out. You know what I mean? But what Paul said, I agree to it 100% because when I was on the live with her, that's exactly the example that I gave. I was like, that's like him having a chick and he didn't tell you about it, but then he'd be like, well, you didn't ask me. You know what I mean? How do you know what to ask and not what to ask? But I do believe that it's still the fault of both people because once she mentioned that she had a child or whatever, the follow-up question is usually, so what's the situation between you and the dad? Now, if she brushed it off like, oh, he non-existent, I've been a single mom for forever, this and the other. And the way that she used single mom means that the father doesn't exist. He doesn't own the child whatsoever, which is not the case. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why he seems to be non-existent is because he's in jail, because he's still calling the son.
Right. So here, so let me just tap into another side of that too. Because what they're saying is, you know, again, she tried to blame Hussein. And I'm going to say this. It was when she, like, Hussein was probably off. I'm echoing like hell. Hussein was probably off put, not by the fact that she has a child who, you know, a child's father who's in jail, but it was the circumstances in which it came out of. So if you're sitting here and I'm bringing you to my family or, you know, people that I consider very close to me, and in this moment, they learn and they're able to reveal some information about you that you ain't have no intention on telling me until when? A year later, 2 years later? Like, he should have never gone into that meeting without her disclosing that thing. Because what that says is, one, either I was going to try to be a snake and not tell you about it, or two, I was going to string you along because I wasn't really serious enough to, you know, put that part of me out there. So either way it goes, it's wrong on her end. And nobody can tell me that you can't shift the accountability and the blame to another person about some shit that you ain't doing.
Okay.
And even if she felt like, I wish she would have not said it at the table with the family, but said it afterwards. Like, hey, you know, your family asked this question. I kind of, you know, gave a broad answer, but I want to be honest with you. You know, my baby father incarcerated, woody woo, and tell him the whole story, or tell him enough to at least know what's going on. But him being blindsided by it in front of his family is just like that's not cool at all.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
I guess it's up to me to drop some little jewels from behind the scenes. I don't really know for sure, but a lot of times they say Rose was high. You know what I mean? So I think that when she even mentioned it, it was like She was high. She was in the moment. He asked, and it was like, "Bleh."
Well, I mean, and if that's the case, if that is, true, alleging that she was, on doing, whatever she was doing, that makes it even 3 times worse because that says that, it, but for the fact I was not under the influence or whatever, then, you would never have known.
You would have never have known, right?
And so, and therein lies the bigger issue, which is, okay, why are we being dishonest?
So I think this scene was the one time where I suspected something. Her eyes, she looked a little tired.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times during parts that she looked high.
Yeah, she looked a little.
Even at the family dinner on the other episode, like she
This
looks
was
furred.
the scene.
And I think that's real disrespectful too. Like, it's one thing maybe you come around me high or whatever. Don't come around my family like that.
Yeah, like she came to the table high, and I'm like, come on, dog, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's hard to put the.
I saw she looked high.
Sometimes it's hard to put the blunt down. You know what I mean? If you get that good, that good strain, you just want to.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine, Paul. I can't imagine.
If it was a blunt.
Well, I mean, yeah. If it was a blunt, now if it was something else, you don't want to be bent from the fence on.
Oh man. Come on.
Yo, Paul gotta chill, yo.
Come on, man.
Bent from the fence. I never heard that before.
Come on. All right. Let's man.
Go
man. All right. So where were we? Cam even said it would have been nice to know, but they can't know everything during the process. But she felt like she was played. You can see Hussein keeping his cool. And she said he robbed her of her happy ending and that he should have fought for her like Cam fought for Sahara.
I found that funny, right?
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm confusing the two, but how you going to turn around and be like, he should have fought for me like how he fought for Sahara, but then you turn around and tell everybody that you slept with him? What?
Okay.
So... math? Maybe I don't know math.
Are we there yet? Or are we not? We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
We're not there. Okay, my bad.
But then she accused Hussein of being incarcerated himself. But he said he never did any time. Just had a little situation in college. And did y'all agree with when he said using a man's vulnerability against him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. As a man, that's why you have to be cautiously conservative with the information that you release to people, especially when you don't know how they plan or when they plan, with the knife behind their back. You feel me? And he could have said something like, "Yo, when I was on college. I mean, when you're on college campus." You can get detained and you could go and shit just happens. Like you could be carrying a 6-pack of beer and they're like, yo, you 19. What the fuck you doing with this? And they take you and whatever. So we don't know what the circumstances was, but he adamantly denied it. And I'm glad that he did fight for himself in that way because, and I'm glad they aired that because OWN has a way of chopping it out and letting you think that he was walking around looking like the Hamburglar in Stripes. You feel me? But they did clarify that. But for her to take a moment where he was vulnerable and then use it and weaponize it to deteriorate his character, right? And to degrade how he, how his mannerisms, in terms of treating women and stuff like that, to degrade that by using, his vulnerability as ammo is crazy. And that's something that I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, as men, we tend to be macho, that alpha male, all kind of stuff like that. And we come across as strong. And so we had opportunity to meet a woman where she's our peace. We can provide, we can be able to break down our walls and be soft around her. And she used the information against us. And then on
Right.
this platform, and then you lying too, and you exaggerating and spicing it up. Come on now. Like I sat down because situation. I wasn't locked up. But now my coworkers might watch the show. My family watching the show. And they might not see the interviews afterwards. They might not know what really happened. They just see the little show in the clip. And you saying I was locked up. And look at me differently now because of what you said. It's not right, yo. It's not cool at all.
Right. And women like her, constantly are reminders that men, we really don't have a soft place to land if we, do want to be vulnerable.
Lex, you have a woman's perspective?
No, I agree with it. I think that she was wrong. It was, but
Okay.
I'm trying not to say too much. I'm trying to wait till the second episode of the reunion so then I could be like,
okay. All right. They ended this couch scene with him and Angie now. And he said that he and Angie didn't get to that level and he didn't want to force it, flip flop. Angie did feel like they built something and that he was taking the easy way out.
Angie felt like her and Hussein built something.
Yeah.
I mean,
I told you, Angie, I don't want to say it again, but Angie gonna leave with something. Angie might be a shooter too, just like Cam.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'll be honest, I have a lot of respect for Hussein for saying, you know what, I'm not gonna do what is expected of me to do. I'm gonna do what I really feel. And that was, I need to, hop out of this. This is a lot for me. Like I'm trying to rebuild my life now after all of this shit. And, it didn't work out with the person I thought I had. Now I need to move forward. And for him to, say, I'm calling it quits here, I think was genuinely, a good look for him. Because he could have played her like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm here for you. Da, da, da. And then been, on the back end of the, negative comments and all that stuff at the reunion, You don't need two of those.
Like for him, the bridge wasn't his goal. If it sounded like love was his goal. So once love was gone or love wasn't there, he was good to go. He didn't have to ride it out to the end just to say I made it to the end. So I respect that.
Yeah. Yeah. I always say at some point, everybody tries to find their respectable out. Not everybody could do it. Some people have really, really bad excuses for why they leave or why they don't leave or can't figure it out. But, it always felt like integrity was big to him and he stood on it. And you could see him on the couch, like he's still consoling her right now.
And
That's a good guy, yo. He's a good guy.
And you got to think about this too. I go back to his tribe, right? His homies was saying, yo, he likes to beat things down. So, that being said, right? Pretty much that being said, for him to, take a different approach, like, yo, I'm not out here just trying to be Smashington, Yeah. I'm really just going, go my separate ways. And, what can you say about that? Because clearly there's another person on this, that was on the season that was like, yo, I'm going to just go get them all. If I can.
Who was that?
Papa Bull. That's the story of Papa Bull and Baby Bull.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you could see the moment, where Hussein bit his tongue. Yeah, you could see it. All right. Any other thoughts on this segment of Rose and Hussein? Because I feel like they came back to it, like it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But I think it was not Rose and Hussein's journey; it was Rose and Cam's.
Well, I think that Cam was, was the payback.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like, okay, you heard what she said. She said, yo, you robbed me of my happy ending. So you know what? I'm going to get my happy ending one way or another. And she got her happy ending, all right. And so did Cam. In a different way, of course.
Yeah. You think she crashed out a little bit?
Did she?
A little bit. I mean,
I'm
listen.
talking yet. Do you think she's certified crash out yet? Not yet.
Like right now? Not
Yeah,
right now. No,
right now.
No. She
Not yet.
it's
Not
building
yet.
up.
Yeah. This
Like-
moment, and you can probably attest to this, Fernando. That build up is kind of like the precious moment on that Oreo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can smell it in the air.
When Precious
Like-
crashed out on Demetrius.
Hey,
Oh,
when they told us go on break, we went on break. We had that break, and
yeah.
everybody got right. I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's going down now." Like
Yep.
we all was like, here it comes.
Man.
But I don't know if y'all saw this earlier, right? When it first started, the show first started. Rose came up to Cam, she hugged him and rubbed his head, and it was like very like not somewhat intimate. You know what I mean? It was a little extra than a regular hug, and it was like, damn, they cool. And then the episode goes on, you're just like, oh shit. It's like, nah, it ain't what it is at all.
Yeah.
That ain't what it is.
Yeah. Then you can see something happened at the house. Because that hug goodbye, you know, I think it should have been a little bit more intimate than that, especially if they stayed in the room together.
Yeah.
All that time.
Who you talking about? Hussein and Rose?
Yeah.
I think that hug was a parting hug.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah. I've seen
Be on your way.
Yeah.
I thought she looked happy. I remember that hug. She looked kind of happy. Like,
no, we're not talking about her.
She might have.
We're talking about him.
He knew what it was. He had his mind made up already.
Yeah, I'm saying that. He was like, man, listen, I'm gonna hug you, and then I'm gonna go check my bank account when I'm done. Get out of here.
Yeah, so she elevating right now. We got the pointing.
And
when
the neck starts snapping, woo! Yeah, and then that hand comes out. This is Hussein's moment of, yo, in his mind, he's like, bring that shit in. I can't give her that.
Yeah.
As much as I've seen like editing and like things I question, this shit right here look real. Like they really, I think, fuck with each other.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah. This is when she said it. You was incarcerated yourself.
He's looking like, you dumbass.
Even Tommy's.
Tommy, yeah, no.
Yeah. My bad.
I'm sorry. I got him. I was sitting there looking at that too.
Yeah. I can hear the audio. Y'all can't. So I was a little, in tune.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it's a serious allegation. If not, especially on national TV like that.
But again, we had a person by the name of Tina on our show like that, who had that same vibe as Rose.
Yeah. So I think I might mention
that ain't gonna go. I think what people are gonna do is judge her character based off of her portrayal of who she was, and then realize, she's talking shit. Hussein, that he's. I mean, and let's be clear. Hussein is, pretty polished. You know what I mean? You don't get to be on TV without going through, the rigorous background checks. They ain't putting felons on there. You know what I mean? So there's that.
Yeah. I was trying to think of that explanation that I gave earlier. I think episode 2 or episode 3, I think I had mentioned about anxiety in Hussein, meaning he may be really sensitive to anxiety in situations that he can't control. And remember, we were talking about when you're dealing with someone, especially with a woman, if you don't know if she may crash out on you, that's just going to give you anxiety. And you would much rather deal with someone where you know that what their demeanor is going to be, right? Like, I know they were getting on Sahara, but knowing that Sahara straight up, knowing you're going to get what you're going to get with Sahara, it kind of puts you at more peace than not knowing what you're going to get. And you would much rather walk away from not knowing what you're going to get rather than deal with that anxiety. Just saying.
I mean, that's true. I agree with that, but at the same time, I feel like I think Hussein is the type of person that is a little bit more reserved when it comes to giving you his emotions, right? And like meaning like because I mean he's very nonchalant in his character. Like, look at how when girls was like, "Yo, you don't call nobody back." He's like, "Well, I was busy. What else is new?"
Yeah.
So I just think his personality in itself is more like reserved, and he internalizes, and he's very good at keeping himself in check. I think.
Okay. Yeah, don't want to kill this because there are multiple scenes. So we good with this scene with Rose and Hussein.
Yep.
Because then we start getting into the situation with True and a phone number, and I watched it a bunch of times, and every time I listened to the audio, it was just more frustrating because it's like you're lying by withholding the truth, right? Is it your number? Yeah, it is your number. Is it a Google business number? Probably. I give out the Google business number often. Is it my number? Yeah. Would it still work? Can you still text me? Can I still respond and answer? Yes. But it's not my real phone number, And if we're on a dating show and we're starting that way, then yeah, like I'm gonna think something.
Yeah.
And the thing that lost me is like she literally says the guys were gauging to see if the women were of childbearing age.
That was the dumbest comment ever.
So what?
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If somebody's trying to poach you, and you ain't, you can't deliver the mail. Well, I mean, maybe they want to go. Maybe they want to go somewhere.
She said it's ready to love, not ready to gauge a woman's age for childbearing.
Listen,
that was the stupidest comment ever. I don't know why they put her after Hussein and them. It was dumb. She should have had a 2-second section in the beginning and bloop, and there was a memory.
Yeah, exactly.
It shouldn't even been a section. I ain't gonna lie. I think it kind of showed they didn't have much to offer to bring this one up because it didn't even give nothing. As they showed it was like, okay, we heard this before. We learned nothing new.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you sit there and you tell somebody that you want to get to know romantically, here's my number, but it's a fake number. It's a real number to get me, but I'm not going to give you my real number because, I mean, especially when you're on this platform, like we all everybody shared numbers with each other.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you met him at the bar and he's not screened and, he's, somebody just that could be any old body.
Yeah.
Like, say this or tell me up front, look, I don't like giving my number out. I like to keep my personal and business separate whatever. That's just who I am. And if you tell me that, I can roll with that. But don't sit there and gaslight and say, is this because of that and whatever.
Yeah, that was bad.
I'll say I ain't like her response, but at the end of the day, you still could reach her. So that part I can't like defend him on. Like, dog, you mad because it was green. It's just colors. End of the day.
But bro, you can. I mean, my go-to is instant checkmate. I know I shouldn't be calling them out. Instant checkmate. You get a phone number. You can put the phone number in there and see where it returns. Yep. Right? Not saying he did that. I can't prove that. But
wait a minute.
No, don't put her up on game. No, Ty.
No, first of all, I don't. No,
I'm messing with you, Lex.
I know, but let me tell you something. I don't believe in that stuff. I'm not Googling you. I'm not running your background check. I'm not doing none of that stuff. You know what I mean? So checking the phone number, I think that's OD too. Like if you make me feel that I have to verify you or check you out in any kind of way, I don't want it. You know what I mean? And that's just me. I guess everybody's millionaires and celebrities and they feel as though they got to background check everybody, but I'm not doing it. I go off of our interaction, your aura, how you feel, things you say out your mouth. But I'm a good judge of character. So the rest of them, maybe y'all need all that extra stuff and it's just goofy anyway. But I don't believe that should have been a thing. I don't see anything wrong in her giving out a different number. I think what happened was she dropped the ball on communication. So now the number became a thing. You know what I mean? So you can give out a number because like me, I did it. You know what I mean? Like I have my Google Voice number. I think I said this before. I'll give out the number and then if I feel everything is cool, it goes to the same phone. Everything is the same. But because people are goofy nowadays, it's like you got to protect yourself. And on top of it, we all in the same city. So you never really know. So she probably, she wanted to protect herself. I think that she probably just dropped the ball when it came to communication. And really and truly, I think that she didn't want Naeem. Even though Naeem might have been the only person that was paying her attention. And then he probably felt like, well, damn, I'm the only one paying you attention. So really and truly, you could have came to me a little bit better. And probably not. And another thing I got from Naeem is that Naeem is like, what's the good word for him? Like at the end of the day, he looking at it like this is an experience. We all gonna be cast members. He the connector. You know what I mean? So he like, you don't got no reason to hire from me or a lot of me or give me no fake number because at the end of the day, I'm gonna just throw you in my database anyway, and we just stay connected and stuff like that. So I think his ego got kind of hurt a little bit that way. Maybe he even said it when he even took the number. You know what I mean? But then it seemed like when it came down to her and Khalil, was it when that was the one who she had the thing about? It was like she wanted to be known for this, look past that. So I think she just had her preference and that dude wasn't it, and that's why it became a thing. But I think if the number goes to the same phone, as long as she not dodging you and fleeing you off and sending you the voicemail, this, that, and the other. If she answers, y'all texting and she right on time, then it shouldn't be an issue where the phone go to.
Well, I mean, my thing is this here. When do you graduate? When do I know I've graduated to a real number? Like, why can't I realize that from the door?
When I realize that you aren't crazy, when I realize that you have good intentions and you are definitely here and you trying to build something. But so if it's like,
do you know that I'm crazy? Like when I first meet you, I could be crazy that day and just go for it all.
You can be crazy that day and go for it all, but remember, we in a public setting, so it's
some crazy people. Some people that they don't care where you are.
I feel you.
Like I could have met you. And you could have drove away, and I could have gave you, put you on the timer. Okay, now let me hit the road and follow.
Well, you ain't following me, but you know what I'm saying. I feel you. I feel you. There are definitely people that are out there like that. But at the same,
the phone number doesn't mean the same as it used to back in the day.
Yeah.
It does, because if you put the telephone number in, it leads back to a person can trace your number to get your address, to get different things about you.
Guess what? I can take your picture and get your driver's license information.
Well, y'all in DC, y'all spies and shit.
No, it doesn't have nothing to do with that. You can use AI
together. I'm going to find out information about you.
Yeah, I can use AI I can simply take your picture, use AI, and get everything I need to know about you. Simple.
Really?
So, yes.
Let's try it.
Who you want to try with? I used to do it for a living. I teach the class.
Not you, secret spy.
Intelligence. I teach.
Not you, politically correct.
Yes, it was my side hustle.
Yeah,
but the average person doesn't have that information.
Yes, they do. They have the internet.
Yes,
that's
okay. So all right. So tell me. So wait a minute. So hold on, because I got a catfish. So tell me how I find them now.
No, we can't do that on this platform.
You need two pieces of information. I can't.
I got pictures of them. What else I need?
I just need a name.
I got a name and I got pictures, but I think he has catfish. So let's go.
That's it. That's all I need. Right click, find that picture. Right click, and do search Google for image.
Yo, I did that, and you know what it did? It came up to like 7 to 8 Instagram other profiles.
Check them all.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Instant Checkmate, put the name in there, location, anything you know. Put it in.
I don't got the time. Once I've seen that pop up, I was done. I'm out.
But yeah, I might have mentioned it. I used to, my side hustle was, I was a researcher for this millionaire matchmakers dating agency.
Really? Yeah, that's the first I heard it.
Yeah, I would write reports on the guys. And believe it or not, your job is doing it as well. So if you make it to the interview, you don't get the job, you might want to clean up your social media.
Oh, yeah.
Because I write reports all the time.
Quick. Yep.
Yeah. So moving. Are we good with the
Hell
True?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait. How old do you think True really is?
Probably about like 40.
They never said it. They bleeped out the age.
They said 35.
Didn't they bleep out the audio when she said her age? They bleeped it out.
Yeah, she's definitely lying. They found out, you know what? I actually watched an interview with Naeem, and he found out her real name. I think she lives in Jersey, and I definitely think she's over 40. But go ahead.
Yes, I use no children.
There's a cost.
And I don't think he Googled it. I think somebody that knew her came forward.
I mean, for her, like, I understand women have an issue with asking their age. Done that forever. That's your business. But she was so adamant about it. And for her to have a problem with them asking about, being at a childbearing age, but you're on this show, ready to love, I'm trying to fall in love with somebody. Why are you hiding your age?
Yep.
Yeah.
This is what we're here for. So that was just like, come
Red
on.
alert.
But I got that same thing, right? When I was on the show, I was 34, and they was like, he ain't 34. So I went through that. So to Truth's credit, I hope he wasn't lying about your age, because I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Like, they said I was old. I just wasn't old. I just look old. I got an old soul. I don't know. I ain't 40 yet. I still ain't 40. I'm 38. I still ain't 40. Like, I mean, I'm an old young boy.
Yeah, based on the comment, I would guess late 30s, early 40s. If I was to guess. Do we
about like 40, 41.
Do we even need to talk about the Who Said That segment?
Nah.
No, but I mean, I didn't hate it.
Okay. So Cam.
It was just like,
yeah, it was a little getaway from the tension, I guess. Cam being compared to Donatello, Jay liking the love handles and the fupa. I get it.
Hey, Jay.
Shout out, Jay.
Listen, I can eat my ice cream in peace.
Shout out all the BB Dubs in the building. Love the BB Dubs.
Listen.
Being attracted.
That's what I be talking about. Them coochie credits, they be dropping little gems like, oh, I'm gonna get them with this. I'm gonna get them with that. Like Khalil dropped one when he was like, he eat the groceries. That was supposed to be a coochie credit, but it was nasty. You know what I mean? And then the women is the whatever what he said or whatever. That was a coochie credit. Liking the fupa and the love handles and all that, coochie credit.
Right. What was the next one? Khalil. You mentioned the Khalil, right? Being attracted to Deanna and her body, like there was some scenes where they showed Deanna looking great. So yeah, I agree. I agree. Some of the outfits was fire too, Deanna. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
About
Yes, sir.
Rocky slashing tires and stabbing people with forks, and then Fritz being scared of Sahara. Like I wouldn't even let that come out my mouth.
Oh
But,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, he's fearful of Sahara. Just hearing her name, he's scared.
But I wonder what the context really was.
Yeah.
That he said that under,
Yeah. So we good with that?
Yep.
All right.
Something new. Let's try something new. I applaud him for trying something new.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So then they move on to Fritz's journey and they start talking about him and Shanice in that the poly life came back. There's something I didn't agree with him on, but we'll get to it. No, he said he said he would never. But he lying. If you got two women willing to go home with you, you're not going to tell them no.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Like, no, I'm too honest.
You say, I'm good.
This is going to haunt me later on in life, man.
I'm good. There's no way. Man. Come on, man. Come on.
Like,
I think it's more to it than y'all seeing, right? So with the poly lifestyle shit, right? I don't know nothing about it, but what I heard on the internet, it's like he gonna share his woman. You feel me? Like he'll take some other two joints home. They're trying to roll. He with that, but I ain't sharing my woman. So he's not poly because he's not going to share who he is in love with. But we just outside having fun. We hit a spot where they be on the swings. Then maybe
Okay.
I mean we can do whatever. But if it's my woman, no, we ain't doing that. Never. No, sir.
right.
That's mine.
But see, from what I understand in the poly life, and this is just, stuff that I read on the internet, on Reddit, is that
the wrong information. Poly is having multiple partners. That's poly.
yeah, but I mean,
poly.
supposedly you're supposed to have your one protected one that is just dedicated to you while you poly the rest of the world. So
I don't think that's what y'all think it is.
no, that's
Is Rose poly?
That's what.
Come on, y'all.
Is Rose poly? That's a good question. Is Rose poly? Because she clearly slept with both of them at the same time.
She's pollen.
No.
She's
pollinating.
all over the place. She's pollinating.
Okay.
No,
I mean,
it just means that the
Rose is
other
pollinating.
people are aware.
Woo.
That's poly. You got two girls. The two girls know about each other.
Yeah.
Listen, Rose put Hussein and Cam in a poly situation and didn't tell them, and that's against the rules.
Well, just so
Hussein know the
knows.
rules though. That's crazy. Hussein know the rules.
But
yeah,
listen, y'all need to go and read up on poly, ethical non-monogamy, all that stuff, just so you don't get caught up in a bad situation. Because it can work out for you. It can work out. Just be honest.
Okay.
And just so for the record, I am Paulie.
No, you're not.
Yeah, Paulie.
Okay.
Not to be confused with polyamorous.
Noted.
Yeah. So we got him admitting to playing around with Sahara and say he was just on the show to have fun. But you can hear the audio when he get on the couch explaining that he was just here to have fun, and then they cut it short. I'm pretty sure he said some other shit that the show didn't want to air about him taking it serious by being the castmate on the show. The audio in there was jacked. But we also saw Shanice out Fritz in the lounge about him being poly, which I thought was kind of weird considering they're cool now. Yeah, so I said I feel like they cut a lot of the convo, but then Shanice jumped into Cam's answer about stop being fake and mentioned Cam trying to bag her, which made me again say Cam gonna try to bag everything. You know what I mean?
You know what? I think that was one of them little stupid flirt jokes that you give where you just be wasting time. Like, I really don't think that was serious.
But if she said, okay,
That part.
he'd have went.
I don't think so. I just don't think so.
She a
Okay.
sugar mama. Okay, she hosting. She
Then
just
why
like
say
promote.
that? Then why do
Yeah,
it?
but huh?
Why do it? Why do it? If you already have 3 connections, why do it?
That's everybody. Like, if that's just like if I'm talking to Fernando and he like, I'm going to Hawaii, I'd be like, I mean, I might not put Sugar Baby or some shit like that on it, but I'm like, shit, I want to go. This is, and I was like, you just talk shit.
Okay.
No,
He said boy toy. Let me be a boy toy.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, but I think
so you saying that you would just be talking shit like,
Here we go.
yeah, you know, let me.
I hear you, Cam. We got you.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
I'm gonna get these motherfuckers straight. I ain't want
What
that
did
shit.
I can't read it. What did it say?
It says I did not want that woman, Ty.
That's what I'm saying. I think he was just. I'm gonna tell you. I think that sometimes you play up to a person, and she come on like she big mama and shit. So he just like, well, shit, I'll go with you to this and the other. Like if she say I'm flying out on Tuesday, Saturday, or some shit, like what he expected her to just grab a ticket and be like, oh, come on, nah. And I'm really sure that she already had her person that she was hooking up with and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
We're not saying he wanted her. We never said he wanted her. We're just saying what Ty say? Shoot and shoot. So
well, the way that she threw it out was like she believed a joke, and she need to calm down and know when somebody is just flirting to be talking shit. Like a lot of times, they got it all on Instagram. They be like, "Damn, I flirted with all these people, and now they think I'm in a relationship with some shit," or I was just flirting just to be doing. Like people just talk shit sometimes,
So basically, then, was what I'm saying, or what I'm hearing, that she inadvertently wanted to give him the nappy and said, it was on him, tried to reverse psychology him.
What I think that she invested a lot of money, and I think that she think everybody wants a return on her investment or wants to look at the investment, and so every little flirt comes off as he want me, you know what I'm saying? But if you used to people coming at you and flirting and shit like that, that shit is just a flirt. Like it's like,
now I know you see them TikToks and them reels when them chicks in the Furbies be like, when they use the Drewski voiceover, they be like, I don't really be getting down like that. I don't really be getting down like that unless you're really gonna do it. I know y'all seen them.
Oh yeah. So
I
if he
jokingly
said,
throw my thing out there all the time too.
so do you think if she would have said, yeah, okay, you could be my boy toy, you think you'd have pulled up?
no, I think he would have found a way to dodge it. Like, damn, you know what? I didn't even realize I had to work some shit, and then I just don't think he would have did it. That's me. I don't really know him. Maybe he would have. Maybe y'all men just be knocking off everything. Me personally, I just don't think he would have pulled up and hit.
it's not knocking it off. It's that he got flued out. Like if he got flued out, then it's just like he coming to territory.
I gotta take the trip.
Hold on. So basically,
he don't want to give it up, but it's like shit.
So basically, what you guys are saying right now in front of everybody is that if a woman propositions you to fly you out, you gonna go, like her or not?
No, hell no.
I will not say that.
Ain't what I said.
No,
that's
not what I'm saying.
What?
What I'll say is this: if I was like bored and I didn't have nothing going on in my life, and I just wanted to see the world, I mean, I feel like if somebody said, I would ride with you, chaperone or whatever.
But see, that's the thing. He has stuff going on in his life,
right? But we would set boundaries. But he didn't take the trip either, so
because whatever.
Yeah. Back to you, Ty.
I don't like Cam no. So what you say, Ty? Ty, you going on a trip? Anybody in the comments want to fly out Ty and Fernando? They giving out free wood.
Nah,
Nah,
that's not what I'm
listen, I ain't
saying.
got no wood. I got no
That's
wood.
not what I'm saying.
They'll be your boyfriend for a trip.
I'm trying to find the best way to say it. That I'm a little bit more responsible now that I'm older. I don't just be jokingly offering it like that. Maybe back in my younger days, yeah.
Like yesterday. Solid.
And you're right. I could be like, you know what? I was just joking. I just really wanted to see if you would say yes.
Yeah.
I get it. You know?
And maybe he might put it on layaway. Like, you know what? I'll double back. She believe that shit. Oh shit. Fish on the hook. I'll be back.
That part.
Be like, yeah, I can smash if I want that. Put that in.
Yeah.
Like Fritz ain't going no more. Take Fritz name off. Put Cam on.
Put that in your how you savings account. for a rainy day. Oh, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Not but Thursday, how about this?
Friday, Saturday.
Why you think she waited till the reunion to drop that? Do you think she always was in the cut telling everybody, yo, you know, I fuck with Cam too. Cam's trying to fuck with me too. And then, you know, on a reunion, try to expose it like that.
I think she's probably just protecting Fritz. You know.
I think he heard all the drama and seen all the drama around it. And then maybe at the same time, she probably felt like she was forgotten. So she wanted to.
So my question is, why is she on the phone with Cam if she's rocking with Fritz?
It's all jokes, right? Just like you just said.
No, I think he really called. Cause see, like let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you look at it like you want some input, right? So I don't really know your situation, but I'm gonna surmise it up in my head, right? You dating 3 different people and you see what they showing you, but everything is going real fast. I'm taking words from Rose right now. She said everything is going real fast. You try to learn as much and you talking to people and everything, right? But then let's say he respected Shawnice and he liked Shawnice's input, or you know, she seemed a little bit older, a little bit more mature. So maybe he looked at it like a sis or whatever and was like, you know what? What you think? Like I'm kind of caught between these 3 women. What you think? So then maybe she could have been like, well, you know what? I really had a relationship with Angie, and Angie seems very sincere and this and that, and she felt hurt because you know you get that little insight. Let's act like we don't all do it. Everybody want that in where you can figure out if a person is really serious, really playing, whatever the case may be. And then on top of it, not only can she give a female perspective, she also is on the same cast with them and hearing what they talking about. You know, so I think it was a plus.
But you said that Shanice was trying to smash him. So
run that back.
You missed that? Did you miss that?
Run it back.
In the conversation with Sahara, Cam was saying maybe I should really talk about how she used to hit me up saying that she wanted to come to my house and smash.
So, and that's why I was getting back to. That's why I was getting to.
Missed that part.
That's why I said, what was she doing on the phone with him?
But don't act so. Y'all never had that situation too, where you might have a chick that like you and you like the girlfriend.
Listen, no. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
After the show was over, I might hit the cast, the females up. Or whatever, you know, and say, yeah, if y'all doing anything, you know, anything happening this weekend, whatever. But to sit there and get to the point where we talking about trips and I'm going here and there and all this other stuff, and then you know, really just chatting it up like that. So I mean, it just does. That wasn't a one-off. That wasn't a one-off conversation. I don't think.
But remember. Sorry, real quick. Remember who she is. She's the one who was selling herself from the beginning. I got this job, I got that job, I got this business, I got that business. Da, 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 da. So all she knows is that. So then now she like, oh, they didn't want to hear me talk about the business. Okay, well, I go on this trip and I go on that trip and I go on here and I'm going there.
I feel like there's a duality here, though. That's what I'm saying. There's a duality.
We go
Okay.
on what was
So are they talking? Are they talking? Is she calling him up? Yeah, what you doing? Oh, well, I got this trip going on, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Shit, throw me in there. I'll be the boss if you want.
Listen, since Cam is in the comments, send him the link. Come on, Cam. Tell us yourself.
I don't think he can get in here yet because
Cam, you gotta hit me up. You gotta hit me on IG. I can send it on IG if you hit me up.
I'm about to say it's all out there anyway.
Yeah, we just going by what we're seeing on the show.
Yeah,
we don't know the timing of it all. We know we find out that he says she wanted to smash him, right? Those are his words.
Yeah.
So we don't know when Cam offered that compared to when he knew that that's what she wanted.
I think they all just wanted to smash. They didn't care who they was smashing. They just all wanted to smash.
I gotta say one thing. Like y'all, I hear y'all point, right? But I do have a platonic friend as in Cookie, right? Like me and Cookie never did nothing. Such Cookie, nothing like that, right? We did. I went on her 40th birthday trip with her family. We had a fucking ball, all right. And this is right after we filmed the show, so it can happen. So I can see where the situation where Cam and Shawnice are
Did you tell Cookie you wanted to be her boy toy?
Hell no. That's what I'm saying. So he doing a little much, and she's talking to him anyway on the side. So it's a different situation.
Listen. It's like this here. If you sitting there on the couch minding your own business, and she just happened to be in your lap, what you gonna do?
Who, Shawnice?
I'm just saying in general.
No, Cookie in your lap.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Have y'all?
So here's the point that I'm trying to make. If you minding your own business and it just falls out of the sky and just happens to be there for you, are you going to say, I don't want this? No, this is not. Or are you going to say, you know what? Fuck it, I ain't doing shit. I ain't got nothing going on. I mean, while you here, you might as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something. In all honesty, that's fine, and I understand that. What I don't understand is why she turned it into a thing and brought it on the show.
Because
that's
what I'm trying to say is that's what I'm saying. There had to have been some chatter where she's saying, "Hey, girls, I bet him. I got him. He talking about he wanted to be my boy toy. Should I take him with me on vacation, y'all? Blah, 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 blah." And then the girls probably was like, he ain't say that. And she probably was like, yes, he did. And da 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 da. And watch, I'm gonna bring that shit up at the reunion because yes, he did. And then boom, there you have it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the girls talk, but okay.
What? Are you serious?
I'm talking about her and them. Man. Like I think they talk, but I don't think her and them really have. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying.
Okay. I hope you're joking.
Have you joked about smashing with someone you don't like?
I mean, I've done that. A little
you
bit.
Guys will smash someone you don't like. Let's be for real.
We're not saying that. That wasn't the question.
Wait, but I need people to understand that though. You guys will literally smash someone you don't like.
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked.
Don't talk for everybody. That's
not what I asked. If it's something that you didn't want, would you joke around with it?
If I didn't want it?
I'm not saying you would. I'm saying you don't want it. Are you going to flirt with it?
No, if I don't want it.
Probably not, no.
That was what I'm asking.
I would.
Like, I'll say this. I don't like plastic dolls, right? I don't like plastic dolls, right? I don't like plastic. So, I was joking.
I might not want it.
I was talking about toys. I was joking.
I might not want it, but I'll still take a pic. Like, send it.
I got you, because you gonna collect the whole. You gonna collect the whole set.
Shit, I got an album with. I'll be writing the names on the joint so I can remember. Like, and then if you send me an old one, I'm gonna be like, send me a new one now. Let me update it, make sure that joint look the same.
Yeah. Oh man,
ma'am.
I'm just joking. I'm just take a joke. I'm just joking. But I still take pics. That part wasn't a joke. But I'm just joking.
You hear that, fellas? Lex is taking all pics. You got any pics to send?
Hold on.
It's collected.
Hold on.
You could have at least
Can
waited
we get-
till I had a good day too, Lex. I was having a fat boy weekend, but it's cool.
What you talking about? You promised me a picture. You did not send it, so that I figure you wanted me to grab it. You didn't look fat.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna say this though about the ladies on that cast. 90% of the women on that cast, when they had their hair done, it was cool. It was nice. But there was some there was a 10% of the women that I'll say this. If it don't match, don't attach. Okay? Fix it. Okay, back to you, Ty.
Wait, but I think the only one who didn't match might have been Rose, but I think she sweat that joint out, no? It looked good at the beginning.
I ain't, I'm just saying that,
The group been tearing up that blonde wig.
Yeah.
But I ain't the one to talk about wigs, so.
Yeah.
I ain't got no hair, so I can't talk.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you see, I just got my hair. I just got it buffed today, so it's shiny.
We're talking of this Brits in Shanice connection.
Say that again.
I mean, we saw a button on the show, so cleared up remain innocent.
Cam said to clear it up, he made an innocent joke, and she used it against him to protect her boyfriend. If he wanted her, he wouldn't have rejected her when she put the offer on the table.
Damn.
That's a win for Alexis.
Cam, did you make the offer? Whose offer was first? That's what we need to know.
He said and to clear it up. Okay, I made an innocent joke. Used it against me.
He said he made an innocent joke.
So he probably was like, yeah, such and such and such. And then her man probably was like, why are you talking to Cam? Why are you on the phone with him? Why are you hitting him up? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I ain't mean nothing by that. He the one that tried to get at me and he wanted to smash me. Talking about blah, 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 blah. And then that's probably how, the shit just went left from there. It's probably what happened.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the time.
I can see that.
I'm just trying to get the timing. Like, did you still offer to be her boy toy, knowing that she wanted you? Because I think there's a difference.
Shit.
I think there's a difference.
Oh no, he just put it
to her.
He just put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
What'd he say?
He said that's why I thought I could make a joke like that. So she's the one that put the offer on the table.
So to her, it wouldn't be a joke. Right?
Listen.
He misread it. He thought she'd be cool.
You know what I think?
He took it serious.
No, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just say it just like this here. I'm gonna say it to you just like this here. Cam, if you get arrested by the police for a crime that you didn't commit and you go to jail, just do the crime.
You know she wanted you. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're confirming? You know she wanted you, and you still offering.
You know what
as a joke.
You know what I think you guys do sometimes is that you guys only think in vagina, right? Like, would I smash? Maybe I won't smash. Maybe I should smash. Maybe I'll smash later. Y'all only think like that, right? But y'all don't really sit down and think about the person's personality, the characteristics, and the things that they are showing you. You know what I mean? And then when they do something or they act out or whatever, then you're like, oh, I don't know why she act out. I don't know why she did this. I don't know why she did that. Like,
Lex, I'd like to welcome you to the world of testosterone, because that's exactly how it
No.
goes. First thing though, when you meet a woman as a man on site, you're not saying, I think she has a great personality and I really want to get to know her. You're saying, damn, I have all of these things that I would love to do with this woman. And then but let me see what she's all about.
right. But that, and I understand that. And I understand, not taking away from that. But I feel like when you in a situation like the show, like, yeah, you see the person, you think that, but then when they start acting a certain way, you kind of be like, all right. You kind of check them like, all right, that's her personality, this is that and the other. And then you move accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And me personally, I feel like homegirl is on that me. You know, and any little joke, any little flirt, she's going to take it because she put in all of that effort to look the way that she do so she can get that kind of attention. So anything you do, she going to look at it as in you want her, that's what it is, you coming at her, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What he said?
I mean, see that, yeah, oh, you're on mute, Todd.
Maybe I misread it, but I didn't read too much into the joke.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. Like sometimes, you know, signals do get crossed. I mean, like I said, I can't say what I want to say with regards to my cast, but in the real world, outside of that,
I do.
I've been there before.
I do it all the time. If I see somebody out, I'm gonna be like, "Take me with you next time." Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Take me with you next time. If they deny me, I say I was just joking.
There it is.
Yeah, I'd be like, I didn't get no invite.
Yeah. But then what do you say if I'm like, well, you know what? Yeah.
Clearly, I was just joking. I didn't think too much.
I got your plane. You're going to get flued out. Let's go. You going to go, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you say that, if you ask somebody.
No, I'm shy.
And they
but
like,
it's cool, Cam. Hopefully, we see you this weekend. We're going to need that energy. We're going to need that shooter's energy, bro.
Yo.
Bring it.
Oh, he coming to DC?
I see. See, you being real specific now, Paul.
Oh. I mean, I'm just saying.
It's cool.
That's in DC, y'all. Pull up.
Do not pull up DC. Do not pull up.
So we get to this point, and Paul, did you notice the audio was crazy? Because we are missing some context.
Exactly.
We have no idea why Angie pulled up right now. Zero.
Yes. That's what I wondered from the last time, but
like I try my best to listen to it to see if there was some context before or after, or listen to what Cam was saying. Why did Angie pull up right here? They didn't talk about it until afterwards, where they try to catch Cam in a lie or something.
But see, look at this body language from this exchange between Sahara and him is saying to me that they're together. In this after this, you probably will find that out next episode, because she came through kind of.
She was real understanding. Like in all the situations, she didn't get mad at all. She was, let's clear it up.
You know what I got from this?
Clear it up.
I got that her and Kim is cool, but they not together. I think that she heard that Kim was sleeping with Rose. When she found out, she know that Rose was sleeping with Hussein, and I think that that's what she was talking to him about. And then Angie came in, stormed in, and said she heard some shit. That's why she said it. Like, I think she's talking some shit about Rose, because everybody just hearing some shit. And then she talked to her, found out it was some Rose shit, came back, and she deaded it. And it seemed like Sahara was the level-headed one through all of this drama that everybody was going on behind the scenes. But go ahead. I could be wrong.
So why did Angie step to Cam? This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because of whatever Rose said to her.
So Rose probably was like, "Oh, you think you had him?" Probably, after the condom
Yeah,
comment and all that stuff. Oh no, he had his face or whatever,
yeah,
and whatever. Who
yeah.
knows? Because you know how women they get grimy, like they'll sit there and tell all the detail. He effed me raw and all that.
Mm.
When you kiss him, you taste him, all that stuff. Yeah, y'all women, they know how to make it burn. They be like, ugh, ugh.
So what I was saying is that they didn't explain why she pulled up, but they did have the conversation after, saying that he was pillow talking to Rose about Angie being aggressive with the
Right.
ex, and he denied it. And she wouldn't admit who said it, so he clearly knew it was some shit. But I tell you, man, Cam be under pressure for a living. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He can't slip up. Like, people get hurt, people die if he
That's
slips.
true.
So seeing Cam stay cool under pressure, like I said, we need that in, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you because I
Yeah.
thought that he was gonna lose it. I
Mhm.
mean, for me, I don't know how I don't lose it under those circumstances. Like, I mean, you talk about fighting a fire. Like, he had multiple fires on that stage.
I think he was able to compartmentalize,
Mm-hmm.
and once he reached his level of not giving a fuck, then he just didn't really, didn't even bother him. Like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also feel like he liked that shit a little bit.
Hey, I mean, I ain't
He
mad
liked
at
it
it.
a little bit,
I ain't mad at it. Yeah.
Uh, so after Angie pulls up, we get to another scene with Cam. We get Cam on the on the couch with Sahara, Angie, and Rose. So it's they end up agreeing, trying to work that out after the process. But she said that Cam never tried. But we also found out that she blocked him because she wanted more effort. And at the end, he ended up getting unblocked. And then that's when Rose jumps in, starts talking about them dating after the experience.
Yeah,
He got cheating issues and wanted another woman in the bedroom. And he wasn't honest. So there's another audio about finding the empty condom wrappers. So she admitted that they smashed.
Mm-hmm. Now, go ahead, because I'm about to.
In the background of that scene, when Rose starts talking about the condom wrappers, go back, listen to the audio. You can hear people saying, "Those are not ours." It looked like Jay and Kiara. So it made me think, was Jay and Kiara ever at Cam's house?
Or could they have? Could she have been saying? Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta go check the context of that out.
To the audio. It sounds like Jay and Kiara are both saying those are not ours when they were talking about the condom. They wasn't ours.
But either way, like,
No.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's the issue. I'm just asking.
Right.
Does that mean that they were at Cam's house getting it in?
Yeah.
And just leaving condom wrappers around?
So let me say this here. And I'm going to try to be, as sensitive as possible because I have two grown daughters in this world, right? But as a woman, I never think it's a great idea for you to weaponize your sexuality in order to destroy another man, right? Or to bring another man down or to make him look a certain way. The fact that um, went out to tell America and not just your castmates that you slept with Cam shortly after the show just shows a bunch of emotional immaturity, right? Um, when you're talking about, sleeping with somebody and condoms and all of this, airing out the dirty laundry and everything, that really, it doesn't come back on Cam. I mean, it puts everybody on notice that he FUX, but that doesn't, that doesn't say as much as it says about you as a woman, particularly because not only did you say that, you guys did your thing, but then you reiterated it and said, and he wants other women in the room. But then you're saying that, but you were okay with it. Like you were okay with his ideology because you still slept with him more than once. Obviously, because you said I saw condoms and we use condoms and whatever, like as if it was like another set of rappers there. That and maybe he uses the blue ones or the gold ones. Who knows, right? And she's used to seeing those, and then there's some blue ones laying on the floor somewhere, which is where you're saying, Ty, they're saying those aren't ours, type shit. But it could have been, I don't know. But let me just get back to the point at hand. End of the day, as a woman, don't ever disclose your sexual escapades or whatever with regards to what you do in the bedroom and how you maneuver with other men, not just only online, but I mean, in front of millions. You realize there's 6.5 million viewers that saw this show? And you
So,
want to, you know what I mean? That's forever.
so let me cut you for a minute.
Cut
So
me.
now, so what you telling me is that she's supposed to hide her whorism or
No,
hide her fucks, like you know what I mean? Like, come on,
no, no,
if she
I'm
wanna
not.
be out and loud with it, she gotta
No,
be let her be out and loud with it. You know
no.
what I'm
Here's the
saying?
thing. There's a thing where we're talking. You have to understand. There's emotional immaturity in
Yeah.
saying and weaponizing
Listen,
the
but
fact that
guess
you
what?
slept.
This a grown woman. She got an
Of course,
18-year-old son. You understand? You not teaching
yeah.
her nothing. If she feel like says she want to expose herself like that, why you want to come school her now? What you think? You think obviously if she did this on TV, imagine what she do before the TV. You want to come change her now? Come on, come
Yo,
on, come
this
on.
is what
Let's.
I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You
What you saying?
as a woman, right?
It
At one
doesn't look
point,
good.
no, it doesn't look good. And then the other thing is this. Let's go unpack the history. You're always
Mm-hmm.
getting cheated on. Every man you F with cheated on you, right? That's what she
Right.
said. Her words, not mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you come out and you're talking about, yeah, we asked him after the show and this and that, and then you're weaponizing this sexual stuff or whatever, and you wonder why men are cheating on you because this emotional immaturity right here that's showing up, right? If you can't represent yourself as a as they say, lady in the streets, freak in the sheets, like keep that shit. I mean, keep it at home. Why you want to tell?
See,
Because here's the thing.
Amber, but
This
Amber
is
Rose broke them out. Amber Rose said, "Let it be free." So how you
guess
gonna
what?
come now? Listen, how you
Amber
gonna have
Rose.
more integrity? How you gonna have more integrity for them and their body before they have for themselves? What are you talking about?
That's not what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying on a personal note. You have just think about it. You have people that watch this show. The last episode that they see of you is what they remember about you. Why do you
Hmm.
want people to look at you and be like, "Oh, you was that freak that the end,
Because she won an advertisement. So
Yeah, but
leave
then
her, let her advertise.
I'm just saying, end of the day, that's not a good look for you.
You know what?
That's a large character flaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
And I'm
if you roll like that, as they say, you can't plant corn and expect peas to grow, right? And there you have it.
I understand you as the father. You as the father, what you're saying is 100%, and I'm not going against it. I agree.
Right.
But at the same time, it's kind of late for this one because
Mm.
she's a mom. She got an 18-year-old son going to college. She knew what she was doing when she was trying to, whenever she was sharing that stuff, throwing herself under like. And then my thing is this, right? All right, let's play it back. Let me even play devil's advocate. Suppose she made a mistake, right? Because she was under the influence. Let's say she was under the influence when she spoke to Hussein brother about the baby dad being in jail, right? So that's like a oops, oh shit, I ain't mean to say that on TV. So to me, that means next time when I get in front of the camera, I'm gonna be tight. I'm gonna tighten my shit up. I'm not getting high. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing nothing because I don't want nothing else to slip. Because if I realize that I'm just getting high and shit just slipping out, okay, you know what I mean? But no, she came on here. She deliberately wanted to humiliate that man. You understand? And
Yeah.
didn't realize that she was doing it to herself. You understand?
Well,
And then for real, we could do the math and she talk about every man cheated on me. For real. You never had a woman to tell you that y'all was in a relationship and y'all really wasn't in a relationship? That's what
mhm.
I think. I think she thought she was in relationships and talk about they cheated and stuff like that. Just like how she calling Cam a cheater. And I don't think that was in a relationship either. You
You
know what
see,
I mean? So
and this is a threefold thing because what she thought she was doing was humiliating Cam, turned out humiliate herself. But then she also has a son that's going to watch this show, and he's going to be humiliated when he finds out that his mom was bouncing up and down off of Cam.
let me ask you something.
And
You think the son don't know? We gonna say here? Didn't Lupe Fiasco make a whole song about that? You think the
I
son
mean,
don't know?
but nobody wants to know that their mom was jumping up and down on another man. Like you just don't want to. You don't even want to picture that. And
You
then from you,
you
like
caught her.
if I heard my mom on television while I'm watching her, and she tells another, talks about, yeah, I was bouncing on him, and this and that, and that, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like I gotta come home to this shit. My homies, I'm telling my friends to watch the show because my mom's on TV, and now they gonna come to me and be like, yo, that nigga was jumping up and down on your mom's, yo. That's wild as hell. Found the condom. Like, come on, man. That's crazy.
Yep, yep. And you know what? And then on top of it, not only that, because you also forgetting that she was crying over Hussein. So then that's even crazier. Because what you telling me, you crying over a man who didn't give you no dick, but then you turn around and crashing out on a guy that gave you dick. Like, wait, what? What?
Right.
Like, if you wanted to save road, you should have came 10 years ago.
Yeah. So my thing is this. I'll say this. And for those castmates that have been on the show, you probably heard this name, Dr. Hogan. Call him, Rose. Somebody call him, talk to him, get this shit off your chest, whatever it is that puts you in that place or whatever. Because clearly, we not making good judgment calls or good decisions or whatever. Use the reps or the psychologists or the people from the show to help you unpack whatever the hell's got you there. Because I mean, for me, outside looking in, it's not a good look. Go ahead, Fernando.
What I have to say? What? I was trying to avoid this joint, man.
Fernando love the hoes. He wants you to be out and proud and loud with it.
Yo,
I'm just
you're
joking. I'm just joking.
hilarious. You're hilarious, sweetheart.
I'm just joking. I don't know that man. I'm just
No,
joking. Don't hold nothing against.
this is what I said, yo. I'm surprised that OWN even allowed this to air out because we've all assumed over the years people have been smashing other castmates. I never seen it aired out on the show. I never seen it
Mhm.
presented on the show. And to have this woman be the one presenting it, different if Cam was like, yada, 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 I cracked, Rose the other day, boom, boom, then you put it on him. But by Rose coming out and saying it, they have to put her into like, and now you're looking at her like, what is she doing? Who is she? She got crying over Hussein. I mean, she's crying. The brother on her show, she's crying on the same show.
Mhm.
And now you're crashing out over Cam, who you was his like third pick for real. Like he sent you home. He sent Angie home, and then Sahara
And
left him at the left. So he left him hanging. So now he like, well, shit. Let me go to my Rolodex.
And then there was a
Hey, Ro,
conversation
Ro.
about a different ex too during this episode.
Right.
Listen.
So I want to know from Rose, after he sent your ass home, what made you decide to give him the naps?
Let's talk about it.
I mean,
Everybody like roses.
I mean, what I'm saying though is you made a conscious decision to say, you know what? Because we know that it was definitely like we know. I mean, we're grown enough to know how encounters like that happen, right? You take off your stuff and voila. And you make the decision to say, this is okay, I'm all right with this. What made you make that decision? Is it the fact that you wanted to get some payback, D, for Hussein, to throw it in his face? Or did you want to do it because you wanted to explore what this could have been? Or was this just something to say, I'm gonna level up on these hoes and show them, who I could get them to? Or is this a behavioral thing that, I mean, you don't know. But whatever the case is, I hope that you get closure so that you don't present yourself like this as a woman. Because if you're talking about you want to get love and all this other stuff, this isn't the way to do it. This is not the route. So,
I mean, isn't that how Amber Rose is presenting it? The rap music is presenting it, that women are supposed to be free and sexual and do their thing. Like,
I mean, you see this. I'm sorry. Just let me just say this one thing, then I'll give it to you. The internet cannot be the guiding source of truth. The guiding source of truth has to come internally. So whatever Amber Rose is saying is probably good for her. But look at where Amber Rose is and look at what she's been through. She had a baby by my man, and she's been tossed up by the whole industry. So,
but she crying in the Lambo instead of a Honda.
Yeah,
I'm just messing.
I'm just saying, I can't. That's my man's baby's mom. I can't really, go too hard on her, But at the end of the day, Amber Rose is Amber Rose.
I'm just saying there is a culture where they want that. They want women to feel like their sexuality can be like men. They want to be the new men. They want to be out and loud and proud, and they have no shame in the game for it. And me personally, I think it's a plus for y'all, because then now y'all not wifing them and then finding out later on. So you walking into it knowing, oh, she like to play around, this and the other, but let me see if I can lock her down if that's what you're interested in doing. You know what I mean? So I think it's a win for you. Does it look bad for her? I mean, and to some people, but I do think that turn around. Matter of fact, she said it the other day. She got a new boo, so it don't look that bad.
And you know what it is though, it sounds very poly like, right? So it's just all one big ass circle. Because if she talking to Cam and Cam like, yeah, I like to add something to the situation, and she like, okay. And it's just kind of showing if it's the case that she's going from guy to guy, then and she has her woman power, living her freedom, then she's like a unicorn. I mean, I don't know what that's called. I don't know what that's called in the lifestyle, but it sounds very unicornish to me.
It would be a unicorn, to be clear, but she clearly said she don't get down like that. That's his thing, and he explained it saying, that he didn't want to do it without the chick, and I understand. You know what I mean? Like you with it or you not. If you're not with it, cool, right? But if you are with it, but I get it. But adults can be adults. If they want to have sex, fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? The only thing that I would say about that is the reason that she put it out there. Not the fact that she was doing it. If she did it with the intent of getting Cam caught up, are in trouble, or because no one else knew, right? Hussein looked like he didn't even know.
And we didn't need to know.
You know what I mean? But I don't think knowing or finding out that
We needed to know.
was an issue. You know what I mean? Maybe we wanted or needed confirmation that they finally did it, but that's cool. We had a situation previously on the Miami episode where, I don't want to say her name, but she ended up with Tony and she took it like a champ and said, yeah, it happened. I'm grown.
Yeah,
I'm an
exactly.
adult. It's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And
I can do
it
that.
happened, and that's cool. And
But-
she could have said it, but she didn't use it as a weapon to try to get Tony caught up. And I
Right.
think that's the only difference.
She
has a child, so clearly the child knows that she's doing it. You know what I mean? I'm sure as an adult, she probably assessed, what it would be like for the family and her child if she was to say it on TV. I'm hoping that she would have assessed that probably the night before or moments prior. But maybe she cool with it, and I'm cool with it. So if y'all want to be free, as long as y'all are being safe, be safe. I'm pretty liberal when it comes to experimenting, all that other stuff. We can have a sidebar conversation. I can educate a lot of people.
So let's just be clear that sex in 2025 is not the same sex as in 1990, right? Sex nowadays is like shaking hands, like, yo, what's up? Oh, okay, you got a nice little grip. All right, what's good?
Yeah.
It's the same.
So yeah, I could tell you, like, as a man, right? If you're gonna date Rose, you know for sure that she smashed Cam. Can you deal with that? Can you live with that? No.
And Hussein.
Yeah. Can you live knowing that your woman admitted to smashing a man on TV? If you're a dude that's cool with that, great.
Well, it's still deeper than that though, because here's the thing. You got to hold on. Let me just tell you. You have to just be under the assumption that the whole entire Philly saw this show. Okay. And so now in Philly, everybody's like, oh yeah, I know I could beat that, like it ain't shit. You know what I mean? So now you have dudes that could just, roll up and they, they know what it is. Like, yo, man, get off. Let's quit playing. We're going to the crib and, we're going to do what we do and whatever. And, apparently, by moving like that, it becomes normal, and that shouldn't be like, you shouldn't feel normal moving like that.
I'm so confused.
I'm not gonna say negative. Like J-Lo's on her 7th husband, man. People have sex.
Yes, I understand that. The difference is, though, when you start to use sex as a weapon, whether it's to either get an emotional response or trigger somebody by the act of you doing it, like, it's so immature. Like, it'd be like me going to say, hey, yo, hey, Fernando, man, I had this girl over the crib last night and she gave me oral sex. So, right? His thing is like, so why are you telling me? It's the same way I'm like, why are you telling us? Why are you telling us? Why are you telling us that Cam came through and did that? Why? Because it wasn't to help you. It was to be emotionally damaging to somebody else based off of the acts that you do in your bedroom. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe she also wanted to show that she got picked. Like, oh, he picked Sahara at the end, but he picked me too. He came back for me, or we got back together later on, or whatever the case.
She didn't get picked. She got split.
But in her mind, You have some women that think that attention and sexual attention and all that stuff is what's being picked. You have a lot of women that walk around with coochie ego and think that once they give you what they got, that you under their command and you going to pick them and y'all going to walk away into the sunset and yada yada yada. And I feel like that's what happened. I feel like she thought she was going to throw it on Cam because Cam ain't never had no shit like her before, and then she felt some type of way because she was giving him everything that she got, and then still see the condoms, and then it was like, well, what? Like now is reality setting in. Like, damn, I'm giving it to you and you still getting more. Like, what's up?
So
You know?
so you even though you ain't working with that fire, right? And so why would you even want to put that out there? Because
But
guess
she
what?
didn't know. A lot of women don't know. A lot of women don't know until a man tell them.
Well, somebody asked her, did she have that fire? And she said, well, I mean, I think I mean, my man, knows or whatever, right?
What man?
And she said, when I think it was Hussein's people that was like, yo, you like to smash because he gets it in, right? And there's like, she's like, well, I don't think I had no problems, right? So she already has that chip on her shoulder. So
But
this is the thing.
that math don't math when everybody cheated on you.
Exactly.
That math don't math when you crying
So,
over one, but then you saying that you smashed in the math ain't
so,
mathing.
so then why? Right, exactly. So why would we go on there and make an idiot out of ourselves? I mean, I'm sorry, not an idiot, but make it, a mockery of ourselves. When it comes to Cam, right? You said that you saw condoms and all this other stuff, so you're not very satisfying because if you were satisfying, then the man wouldn't have to. He would be asleep.
So,
And you know what I mean? It wouldn't be no room for nobody else.
correct question: was it a mockery because she did it, or was it a mockery because it didn't work?
I think she came off. He probably cracked it 3-4 times and was like, yeah, this shit really didn't get no better than it did the first time, and then left it there. And she probably got swole or pissed off.
But we still don't know if it worked or not because we still got a part 2. So
The way that she went the acting,
we never saw Sahara's response.
Memento. Whenever the way that she went off on homeboy, right? Why would you go off on him, right?
I have it saved. It's a saved comment.
Hey, listen, I go hard.
It's in the quick. It's in the. It's a saved comment. Trust me.
Yo, listen, I'm just telling you, as Ty said, these are my views or whatever. This is the way that I view the show, but I'm also telling you from somebody who lived this shit, and at the same time, from a man's perspective, right? Don't be like that. Don't be like her. Be different.
Don't be like what exactly?
You're gonna like
don't
put your business in the street.
Yeah, like I mean, look, the mature thing to do in this situation is okay. You and Cam did your thing. You did it. Leave it be. Leave it there, and like you just know that I know that we know. And
she needed everybody to know, just in
exactly.
case he was going to walk away with Angie, because I feel like maybe it was probably for Angie. Like I feel like it was she was throwing him under the bus for somebody else.
Yeah.
So
Emotional
maybe
immaturity is what it is.
Well, I mean,
I'm not mature enough to handle this in a way that would be, would not only, protect my fidelity, right? But at the same time, I don't want to, I don't want to be able to let anybody else have you either because I didn't. So let me just do this. It's sad.
It's very sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, emotional deregulation is what it was.
Can't wait for part 2 though.
Woo.
One thing I'm gonna tell you, not for nothing, it saves Philadelphia. So whoever we had to sacrifice. Like no,
Yo, I mean, and then the thing is too, being up on that stage, yo, Cam, you took a yo, they bruh, they was trying own, I don't know what you did to own, or I'm sorry, lighthearted or whatever. You probably didn't say the comments they wanted you to say, but my dude, they trying to scorch you. They trying to turn the fireman into the charred man. They trying to burn you, bro.
And he get shot by everybody. Like
Yeah.
everybody coming at Cam from every angle.
Woo!
And like I want to say like Cam came up there with the suit on and the turtleneck, you know what I mean? Like he was ready. I thought he would be a boss on the show. And then they just like so
but
Yeah.
he's still
I feel
standing
like
though. He's still standing.
they do that a lot. Like I think they did that to Chaz last year. I think before that they did that to Nigerian Chris. Like they always have somebody that is a sacrifice. So
Yeah.
So
sometimes it makes me wonder, like, do y'all even like black men? Like I don't even know, but that's just me.
Well, I'll say this again. This has nothing to do with Ty E. Wilson and friends.
He over there sweating bullets over this season. He like, I'm not fighting her ass back next season.
What I will say is this. On these types of shows, this one in particular, you can be a very well polished black man, and what they're gonna do is, once you get so far into the show, they're going to figure a way to tarnish you as a person. They're gonna crash your car. They're gonna crash your car and give you the keys back and the steering wheel, and that's it. And say, yo, man, put that shit back together on your own.
yeah,
Still
like
standing, respect.
yeah, like
Yep.
y'all lived it, right? You know that there's a bunch of different paths that you could go while you're on the show, and you know that everybody is like really emotional during the process, and you know that getting some could be a little bit more easier than normal, right? Because everybody's already opening up. Like everything that would have took a month or two is already happening in 72 hours.
Yep.
The one piece of advice that I got was don't get caught lying on the couch, right? Don't get caught on the reunion episode in lies. And watching it was giving me anxiety because I kept feeling like Cam was going to get caught up in a lie.
Mm-hmm.
But hearing him explain it all, it was like, all right, maybe he wasn't lying to anyone. You know what I mean? Technically, he
Right.
wasn't lying. But I do think that he, how do I say this? Like there's ways of ensuring that discretion is of utmost importance when you're dealing with someone. You know what I mean? So there are ways to communicate that, yo, don't be putting our business out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I also feel like there are ways that you can tell if a person would, and if you would still take that risk, then that's some things that you should tighten up or learn how to tighten up. Not saying that he has any control over what she's doing or her actions or what she's going to say. But I'm sure that I'm sure he's grown enough to know what a risky situation is. And if he put himself, you know what I'm trying to say? And if you put yourself in that risky situation, then
But it's
this
like
is what you gotta deal with.
Like Hussein put his guard down with her and telling her about his situation and her kind of flipping it and trying to embarrass him. It's like maybe they didn't know she was a crash out like that. Because to me, she seemed sweet and innocent throughout the show. So that's kind of surprising to me. Like I knew she had some fire to her, but she like really like has no like I'm not gonna say this part because this is a little too much. This is going too far. Like she will risk her own head to embarrass you. and it's like, bruh, like it backfires. Like, and she just doesn't care. She one of the ones that would like, because I know the information, I'm put it out there, and I hope it makes you look bad.
You could figure some of those things out. Like y'all are gonna be on TV. You gotta try to figure these things out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. I'll be wondering if people ever watch the show. It's going to come out eventually. Y'all gotta all get to the house. Y'all gonna all end up on the same date, all in the same place at some time. If you are being dishonest with multiple people, it's gonna come out.
Yeah. And Rose came to the reunion with a chopper. She came in there and just letting it loose on everybody. Like, you want some too?
Hey,
I mean,
Rose said anybody can get it. Anybody can get it.
Okay. I mean, the fact that, you know, we went from, you know, talking about Hussein and his vulnerable moment with her to, you ain't getting off the hook, Cam. We just effed and you had condoms from somebody else laying around. Okay, at least we know he's protecting himself.
Yeah, she didn't explain.
Well, let me help Cam out. Cam, you flush everything. Flush the condom, flush the wrapper. It all flushes.
Right.
Don't flush that wrapper. Roll it all up. Roll everything up. Put it in a paper towel and stuff that shit in the trash.
Not in your, not where you stay at, in another trash.
Exactly.
Toilet paper.
Trash outside somewhere.
That's too much. First of all, can we ask a real question? Man, why you want to do the trash?
Well, first off, you know.
No. She said they was just out. So when I heard that, I said, "Damn, he ain't even care to clean up."
Now you know what?
I'm normally a forensic scientist.
No, I don't like see
in the corner, everything gone.
So let me ask you something. Like, are we for real? Okay, so let's get this straight. So he got empty condom wrappers just laying around. She sees them, have sex, and then afterwards she hold it and bring it onto the show to discuss it.
That's what I'm saying. Really? So why when you was jumping up and down on him, why you ain't just call it out then? What's up?
Yeah, why you ain't just leave then? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you came. You got to get what you came for, and then you're going to go home and stew on that shit. Like, come on, man. I mean,
and she being poly, so then why she even care? You know what she should do? She should say, "Cam, I thank you for wearing condoms."
Yeah, I heard that happen before, and when in my younger years, you know, homegirl she kept it G. She was like, "Oh wow, damn, condom wrappers. Well, okay, at least you wrapping it up." I'm like, "Yeah, let's finish. We got to do what we came to do."
That was savage, yo.
Oh man.
Yeah, she kept it G though.
But if you're being honest, there's really nothing to explain.
That's true.
You just be like, "My bad. I should have cleaned up. My bad. I'm sorry."
I don't know. Me personally, I just feel like she just was severing whatever he could have had left with anybody else on that show, whether it be Angie or Sahara or Shawnee's, whoever. She just severed everything.
Yeah. All right. We've been on this. Go ahead.
No, I just said like this is good. Go ahead.
Nah, say it.
No, it's just it's just stupid. That's all. It's just like I wouldn't have said that shit.
I feel you. I feel you, Lex. But it also hurts her because I don't think anyone else on the show would get her now. You know, like Hussein definitely.
But then I guess that means, did anybody really want it? Maybe the baby dad about to come back.
Dang.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, I'm very straight up and down with the shit. My stuff is not a personal thing against Rose, you know what I mean? But I just feel like, if you want to be out there, if you a hoe, not a hoe, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever you feel you are, whatever, I feel like you should be out and loud with it. You know what I mean? Don't hide it. Don't let people be playing and all that stuff, thinking you one way and you something else. Be proud of what you do. You want to fuck? Go ahead and fuck. And you want to talk about it? Go ahead and talk about it, girl. You know what I'm saying? We are cool. We stand right behind you. You still going to be who you going to be at the end of the day. And hopefully one day somebody sees the value in it. Simple as that. Own your shit. That's it.
Yeah.
Like people be trying to play, they want to hide body counts, they want to do this, they want to do that. No, own your shit and walk in your truth. And that's all they can do. Nobody can demonize you with it, whatever the case may be. That's what you want to do, rock out.
That exactly. I mean, and I prefer that, up front. Like, just let me know how easy or hard is this going to be for me. Come on.
Right. Now, me personally, I am very exclusive. I do not get down like that. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate the ones that do, and they put it out there.
Can
So
we get a banner for Lex? Can Lex get a banner that Lex
said, "Tell me the whole facts up
views?
front." She said,
yeah, why
"Tell me
not?
the whole facts up front. Let me figure out if I want to deal with it or not."
Why not?
Yeah.
And you know what? For real, it don't even matter to me. I would think that y'all would be more appreciative of it because just
Yeah.
imagine you putting all your time and your effort into somebody, and you don't really know what's going on in the background. At least now you know exactly what you're getting with her. So take it or leave it.
What a way to say that. You're absolutely right, Lex. I know what I'm getting with her. You already should put it out there off rip.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if I
You
go out
know?
to an event and they there, I know she hit him. Who
And you next and see if you could be the one that keep her longer.
that's the
Yeah.
challenge. That's the challenge. Can I keep her?
What?
I mean, and at the end of the day, I mean, would you really want to keep them?
Listen.
Some people are sensitive about that. Some people aren't.
I mean,
They say practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Some people sensitive. Some people.
Boom.
Sometimes it just depends on the dude, right?
Depends on
Depends
how you
on the
feel.
other dude. Like if you try to bring it to me on some disrespectful shit, we gotta see each other. But if we could be respectful, shit, we adults. It happened.
Mm-hmm.
We here.
Yeah.
We here.
I want to.
She's married to somebody. It just happened to be somebody I know.
Yeah. I want episode 2 of this reunion to come through so that we can connect all of the fucking dots.
Yes.
Because I'm tired of, the speculation. Let's get it all out there. And I mean, what are they saving Cisco for? Like, he's saving him for last. We didn't even get a little taste of Cisco.
Yeah.
He didn't even say hi on the couch.
He didn't say nothing.
Not this episode, but they did show the preview next time. And I'll tell y'all the quick bullets. They continue on Cam being a con artist. Kiara and Jay relationship seems to be struggling. They got a little segment with Deanna and Eddie. You already said how Eddie be acting like a pick-me sometimes. And then they show Cisco and Tay struggling.
Mm-hmm.
So they ask her if she happy.
So the whole show,
probably gonna be
the whole season is one big struggle bus.
Yeah,
well, we
the
know
couple
that about
that are together is the couple that didn't leave together.
Yeah,
the one couple.
They got one connection out of the deal. We know Cisco and Cisco's married to somebody else, so we know they fell off. So there's that. All right, can I do my public service announcement really quick?
Hold on one second. Let me set you up, Paul. Let me set you up. Ready? Go. Go ahead.
All right.
Put this little ticket down the bottom for you while you're talking.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. Yes.
I got you.
Shop athleisure. Yes, sir. But I do want to say this to the cast. And I want to talk to you guys directly. This shit ain't easy. This ain't easy at all.
Yeah.
The whole experience is hard. It's hard every day when you know an episode is going to air and you don't know what the fuck you're going to be saying in there because they edit. You just don't know how they portray you. And what you said isn't always what they say or what they play. That being said, this reunion and all this other stuff, I know for sure that it causes anxiety. It's hard to, imagine, the season's wrapping up. What are the final thoughts that they're going to think about you and all of that stuff? So I'll say, you know, hang in there. You know, is probably, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but it is probably ideal for you to just kind of talk to somebody, either a life coach or just a therapist to help you along, because it's probably going to take 2 years before you flush all of this out. Like, the work that you do is going to be off balance. The way that you move in society is going to be off balance. It's just kind of, going to send you through that loop. And I'll say this in closing: when you I see, folks are, I see y'all like kind of airing stuff out on your lives and podcasts, things like that. I'm gonna say this: the best advice I can give you is focus on moving forward. Leave all of the stuff from the show where it is and talk about how your life is today, right? Because you have a machine that has shown the world who they want you to be, who they represent you, or who they wanted to represent you to the world as. You can't beat that machine by doing some lives. You can't beat it, by having a one-on-one interview or conversation, right? Just move forward. This shit'll die down in a couple, like 2 years or so. It'll be like die down, and you'll have your life back to where it is. It's hard, I know, but just hang in there. All right. And no hard feelings for myself, the cast, or whatever. We do what we see. We talk about it, how we get it, and we try to break it down and analyze. Maybe we might be 50% there, maybe we like 20% off or whatever. But it's never anything personal. And when your last reunion episode airs, we're all going to be considering you like family. And this is just a hazing to get into this fraternity that we got going on. That's it.
Well said, brother. Well said.
Mm-hmm.
Good points, Paul. Yeah, it's gonna be bad for y'all for a little bit. We are here for you if you need to talk or anything. Definitely reach out, because that mental health is very, very important. And again, I'll reiterate what Paul said. The interviews is for the audience to see the real you. That is your opportunity. That is your true opportunity to show what you wanted the people to see. So take advantage of those opportunities, and focus on the positive about you.
Like, you
And a
look at it like
Facebook
a.
group.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Lex.
you up, Lex?
No, I was saying, and a Facebook group. We welcome all videos and testimonials too.
Yeah.
Stay out of that Facebook group.
You want to close out, Lex? I got you right there.
But Fernando was saying something.
Oh,
No, all I was saying was, like I always say, just remember who
wait,
you
hold
are.
up, Fernando. Hold up.
Oh, he on point today. Let's see.
Hold up. Bam.
My man.
Ooh, wee.
Listen, so if you ever saw me on Ready to Love, that was a character they presented. If you go to No Longer Me on Patreon, you see me, I'm acting, right? But when you watch it, that's who I am as an everyday person. That's really who I am. That's how I move. So you can kind of get a real perspective of who Fernando is. So whatever you saw on Ready to Love, ignore that shit. That's an edited character that they wanted the world to see.
So you
This
real
first,
on fake TV, but fake on real TV. Got it.
ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Listen, because you know why? The editors I have on No Longer Me are have my best interest at heart. They want to make me look good. Whereas Ready to Love, they have an agenda that I can't even, big fight with or try to change. And there's no point putting energy and try to change what the people saw on TV. Don't try to sit there and talk about it and try to explain yourself. Forget that. Show and prove who you are. Your reels, your videos, your stories, your interviews, your podcasts. Show the world who you are through that way. Don't try to bicker and fight about what they presented in that fake character they showed on TV or what they showed on a little reality TV show. Show the world who you are. Live it. become successes, achieve your goals, and show the world who you really are. That's what it is for real. Like my page, nothing like a person that showed on that little TV show. It's a totally
Hey,
different person.
yeah, definitely go check it out. It's fire. It's fire.
I'm gonna rock with it tonight.
For sure. Lex?
Yes, sir. We closing out now?
You look great, Lex.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Unless you have more.
Nope, it's your girl Lex Royal from the Ready to Love Facebook group. Join the group. Let's talk about it. Be blessed. What is so funny?
I was gonna say that the book may or may not contribute to the traumatization. So if you are cast and in the group, tread lightly.
Yeah, they'll hate you at first, but they'll love you. And when give them 2 more seasons down, and they'll love you.
Yeah.
I tell you know what's so funny? I do talk to the cast, and I try to tell them if they're friendly to me, if they talk to me respectably, and we can get along. I try to advise the cast a lot behind the scenes and how to maneuver in the Facebook group. You know what I mean? So yeah, people see things what they see on TV or whatever, but that is a place where you can go in, you could talk to them, and they get to see a different side of you. Like even Jay, like they were dragging Jay. You know what I mean? I stepped in, I said something, and then Jay turned around and he came on the live. Once they seen his interaction, his personality, things of that nature, they like him. Same thing with Denise. You know what I mean? Everybody was dragging Denise. Some people still do not like Denise. I don't even know why, but she was cool. Denise is a friend to the room. She comes in all the time. She talks. We bust it up. No problem. So a lot of times when people interact with the group, and they get to really see who you are, they change their perspective on you. 100%. Y'all think you think it's bullshit, but I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I would say have tough skin because they're gonna try you, but once they realize who you are, then they cool with you.
I think it's all about how you come at them too. You know what I mean? You can't. I tell people all the time, even from my season. I tell them, like, you know what, you can't be everywhere, you can't fight all of these people. All you could do is show them you. So just like what everybody was saying, Paul and Fernando, they said it, you just got to express yourself and show yourself. So if you care that much and you want to present a different image to the group as a cast member, drop a video, talk to them. You know what I mean? And they'll talk to you back. Like I think Kiara was in there. She sent her message. A lot of people resonated with her and, all of that good stuff. So, just got to interact with them. You got to remember, a lot of people forget about the type of people who watch these shows. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, people used to watch soap operas and talk about that. Now this is the new soap opera. You know what I mean? So they want to talk, dig a little, whatever the case may be. You got something that you want to show the world differently, you speak up and it's all good.
This
What was that?
is hilarious. They be getting jumped in.
You ain't lying. Hey, listen, when I went up in there, I didn't go in there in beast mode. I just went in there and I picked my spot, and they would talk shit, and I'd be like, I sit there and laugh with them.
Yeah.
Like,
you are always. I think you are. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think you were always a group favorite.
Because you deliver, Paul.
Hey,
and Paul been there the whole time. I respect Paul. Like I joined the other day. Like Paul been there the whole time riding it out. I said, "You a good one, bro."
But he was a group favorite. He had his groupies. Then me and him went live, and then that made it even better. So Paul has always been a favorite.
Yeah, I mean, you had some haters in there, and I just laughed at them. Because the thing is you can't kill the comic. It's like trying to plug up 100 holes on a sinking boat. You can't do it. So either you gotta swim or jump out the boat.
That's what's
up. You
up.
know what would make it even better? Y'all shirtless pics. Drop them in my DM so I can post them, and y'all get fans on fans.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I'm still working out, though. Still trying to work out. You know, trying
It's
to get
been years, Paul. Stop playing.
my
I
muscles,
got
get
you,
my
Lex.
muscles active.
I got you. October is Carnival weekend. I've been on a cut. It's a 4-week cut getting ready for Carnival. So yeah, there will be some stuff there.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Yeah. I'm cutting too. You know what I mean? I'm
Well,
ripped right now, to be honest.
Fernando, listen, you watch Fernando's show, y'all gonna be like, dang, Fernando. Listen, Fernando looks like an athlete. Fernando looks like somebody's former middle linebacker. Like, yeah.
I only lost like 80 pounds, you know what I mean, give or take. So, you know what I mean? I had to get right.
Yeah.
They said I was a fat boy in the show, so I had to get it right. You know what I mean? I'm good now, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tell him, Shorty. What are you talking about?
Definitely check that out. Thank y'all so much. So about me, as promised, I have been trying to put myself out there more on social media, especially since I have settled in. I am working on a really nice, I guess, like a reel or a video that's going to essentially explain my life journey. And then after that video, I will start the mental health content up again. I will be in DC this weekend. I plan to see a lot of friends and old castmates. So there will be some content coming from that. If there's some folks from Philly, I done sent the invite out. Some of y'all come through, come to DC. You will enjoy yourself. We will take care of you because that's how we do. You know, when you come to town. And there's another tribute one, for my mom in October. So,
and
then
it's only 2 hours away. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours.
And then we got next week we have part 2. So definitely come back next week. You know, we will discuss the reunion, the season. I got a video that I'm working on where we actually counted the predictions on how the show is going to go. So that should be fun. Maybe we'll do a little review, or maybe I'll just work on that on the side. But thank you for the panel for rocking with me all year. Everyone in the audience for rocking with me. It's been a really, really great night. Great journey. And the show done picked up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reunion, the reunion fixed a lot of the things that we thought was lacking during the season. So
for sure.
Maybe Philly ended up being good for the series, you know.
And on a good note.
They might have had to sacrifice some people, but yes.
Right.
All right. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Buenas noches.
Yeah.